Today I'm going to build a new chicken nesting box, and I've got my, if you've been watching the channel, I've got eggmobiles and one of them collapsed yesterday. So I'm going to do something totally different, and I got the eggmobile I got has two opens that you open from the outside, two doors that you open. They're both of them are approximately 3 foot. So I need two of them approximately 3 foot, but I'm going to do one of them today, try to get it installed, because I didn't lay in the one. It's kind of collapsed. I tried to put it back temporary, but anyway, it didn't work. And what I've always done in the past, now I know chickens need basically a 12 by 12 cube. So I just laid I had a piece of plywood, put two sides on the 12 foot, and left the front open, no top. And I use old hay as in the nesting boxes to try to keep my eggs clean. Well, they knock it out, and I think they get on top of the dividers and poop down into it. So I'm gonna try to eliminate all that in one fell swoop. So what I'm gonna do, build one, I'm gonna have the sides, I'm gonna put a roof on it sloped, and the front of it's gonna have a 6-inch ledge. So that's what I hope to do. So my tools, I got 3 different kinds of squares, not levels. I got a big T-square, I got a framing square, I got a speedy square, of course a tape measure, pencil. I got my saw here. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the first one. So I've laid this out, and I've got almost all my parts laid here. I gotta do one more, and I'll show you that in just a second, my layout. And this is a 3/4 piece of sheeting grade. It's $36 at Home Depot. This one side is really smooth and decent stuff, and I can't believe how much stuff costs nowadays though. But anyway, I've got it laid out. So this is my base, and I've got 12 inches here, 12 inches here, 12 inches here, got 12 inches here to here. And this is where my dividers are going to be, and then I have one on the end. Here's the middle section. I've got it marked with the roof slope. Of course, it's 12 inches, 16 inches, because I'm going to put a 6-inch thing here, so that leaves them 10 inches to get in. And then here's the back, and I'm going to notch it and put cleats in the back of it, so I'm going to screw it to the wall. Here's the other middle. Here's the end, and the only difference in it is 3/4 inch longer, because I'm going to go down, put it in the side and screw it into that. I think it'll hold it stronger. So one out, and I've got my Milwaukee battery operated skill saw. I'm going to set the depth. You don't have to do this. Sometimes I don't. And I didn't much allow for a saw kerf, but that's a thin, really thin blade. So, and I'm gonna cut all these out, and then I'll show you how I assemble them. I'm gonna, well, we'll talk about that when I get it cut. All right, let's get the cut. Here's my end one, and I'm just going to mark it out, and use it. see how I got that laid out. This is all the waste I had of that whole sheet. Probably use that for something. So got my bottom, got my two ends, and I marked these ends because they're a little bit different. Like I said, they're actually going to go down like this. And I'll nail that in the side. And then the middle, they'll sit on top like that, and I'll nail them up through there to the bottom. All right, next thing I do is figure out my notches. So here's one of my notches, and I've got that notch for a 1x4, and up here too. So I'm gonna cut that out on the back of all of them. Put it together, then I'll put that board on the back. All right, let's see if we can get these cut. A new oscillating tool at Home Depot the other day. This was $99, regular like almost $300. I've been wanting one of these because I got a project coming up I need it. You know, it's a different brand than I use. It came with a battery and a charger, and I've used it a little bit the other day when I was working on my tractor to cut a bucket. So let's see how it does here. That's sweet right there. All right, let's get the other ones cut and get the assembly. Start assembling. I'm gonna start with the edges. I'm gonna glue this. I've got some Gorilla Glue. It says inside, outside, but I really like Type Bond 3 for outside. But this is pretty much gonna be inside all the time anyway. I mean, the chicken coop's covered, so. All right, put a little glue. Let me get this out there where I got a flat spot. That's all it's gonna be. All right, I like it. And I'm just going to temporarily nail this and come back and put screws in it. I guess the key is make sure you got all your angles going the same way. be toenailed. Just doing that temporary where I can turn it upside down. Well, you know what? I could have done that a little different now I think about it. Oh well. Okay, I'm gonna go find some 1-bys. I think I got one in the garage, and I'm gonna go get it and we'll put it on the top here. Okay, so I got a 1-by, and this is just a cheap piece of 1-by, and where I've notched these, I'm gonna put it in the back, and then this is gonna be the cleat that I actually nail to the, or screw to the coop, or chicken mobile, or egg mobile, whatever we call it today. All right, I'm gonna put a little glue here. Moved over here to the shade, hoping it would be a little cooler. And I guess it is a little cooler. All right, I probably need to square these. Should be already good, so just kind of spin this. All right, so you can get you're starting to see it now. So that's not too bad. Now I'm on the front. Let me go get some pliers. I need to take these bad nails out first. So it's just an old piece of, not an old piece. I bought it new when I bought that plywood. This is one of those cheap pressure treated fence pickets. You can see the dog ear here. I think they're $2, something like that. And about 6 inches. I'm gonna measure it in a sec. Five and a half, which is close enough. Put this right here as a deterrent to keep my hay in. All right. So I did my math right. I should have basically 10 inches here. I got 11 inches, which is, I guess, close enough. You can see here that, I mean, it's not completely perfect, but we're not building a piano, we're building a nest box. So. All right, here we go. Now I'm gonna cut a roof on this. We've got some scrap that I've dug out over here, and I'm not gonna put the roof on though until I install this in there. That way it'd be easier for me to screw into the egg-mobile. But this is the gist of it. Like I said, basically you start out with a 12 by 12 cube, and then I just kind of expanded on that after doing some thinking. You know, I put this on there so they can't get in there. Oh, you know what else I gotta do though? It's very important. You gotta put a perch on this. I have to put some kind of little perch on this, so because of they have a hard time jumping up here than getting in. So I need to do that. Let me figure that out, and I'll show you that when I get done. The semi-finished product. What I did, I had an old 2x6. I cut some of it off, down them to the side, and then I put what I had left right here as the perch. So what I'm gonna do, I found some couple pieces of old decking, so I'm gonna cut it to length, and I'll screw it down in there. So this is a foot, so that'll work out pretty good. And after I get it on there, but this is the finished product. And hope this was a help. Just imagine this with a roof on it. I just don't want to put it on now until I install it. Now, if you're building one from egg-mobile or chicken coop from scratch, you could probably do that, but I'm gonna be in there fighting them chickens, trying to hold this up and screwing it in there. So I'm just gonna do it this way. But just imagine this with a hood. And you can use anything. You can even use this piece of plywood. I just don't want to waste any more of this 3/4 plywood. And I had some junk over here, but it's got ants all over it, and I don't want to throw that in. I'm tired of it. Tired of ants. And so I found a couple pieces of decking and put over it. You could even use, if I thought, I would have bought a couple more of these. That would have been perfect. It's been $4 to do this, so. Oh, really? Yeah, it's been $4 because you could have got. Well, you know what? I've got some scrap pieces over there. I might just do that. Hope this was a help. Hope you enjoyed the video. Support your local farmer. Give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment. But you see I did something wrong. Now I'm gonna screw this. I got some exterior screws. I'm gonna put screws in all these sides and everything. Not just leaving them old finish nails in there. If you do that, I think that's what I did on the other one that tore down. It'll last for a while, but eventually they're gonna tear it up. Chickens are rougher than you think. So anyway, I'm gonna screw this together, and but you don't need to see that. Just some exterior 1.5" screws, and not a big deal. All right, appreciate you watching. Give us a thumbs up. I'll see you down there for the next video.